The deal has been completed. JOAO FELIX to Barcelona. Here we go. The confirmation is actually from Fabrizio Romano, who hasn't pretty much said the fact that the deal is completed, but he has said that FELIX has landed in Barcelona and the deal has been finalized. Barca will reportedly pay a loan fee worth over 5 million and will also cover his wages, which amount to be more than 10 million gross. And of course, regarding this transfer, two important considerations must be made. His tactical fit and, well, the other attitude and pay-related concerns that come with a player of his stature. And of course, if you do enjoy videos like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. But when we talk about JOAO FELIX's time and his best time in any jersey in football, we don't think of his time in Atleti or even as a Portuguese player in the Portuguese shirt, but rather at Benfica, because his manager at the time, Bruno Lage, who immediately introduced him to the system, said, quote, "We had to change our system from 4-3-3 to 4-4-2 to accommodate FELIX." This is interesting because FELIX has succeeded in systems when he's played as with a striker partner. This has allowed him to drop deep, dictate play, and have runners around him. And this is why I think the transfer to Chelsea that happened last season was something that was really confusing for a lot of people, because his profile and Kai Havertz's profile are incredibly similar. Both of them need runners off the ball, allowing for their movements to be used the best, and FELIX's best qualities are undoubtedly his ability to play in tight spaces and use his creativity. But that needs to be done in what is a number 10 role. And as a Barcelona fan, this doesn't exist in our club. We don't have a number 10. So the big question is, how does he fit? But considering both Ansu and Abdi are departing from the club, the left-hand side is vacant, and Xavi needs a player who can, really play in that inverted role. And Xavi has opted for the inverted midfielder setup due to the incapable nature of Ansu and Ferran to have the technical prowess to succeed in that role. And I think in Barca's ideal formation, the team would have JOAO FELIX, Lewandowski, and Rafinha up front. FELIX would tuck in and play behind Lewandowski, with Balde taking up the whole of the left flank, and this would allow some creativity for Lewandowski, who has openly criticized Xavi for his lack of forwards, and will also allow for a more technical front line. Players like Ansu and Ferran are far more positional. They make movements in behind, while FELIX is more silky and technical, allowing for that inverted role. But all in all, as with all their signings, is this a good deal? Well, the simple answer is yes. It's a season-long loan, and Ansu has gone to Brighton, meaning that there is a need for that left-hand side, a player on that side. And of course, there are issues with his attitude, and we recently saw him not even standing up when Atleti were announcing the death of someone dear to the club. His wages are also really high, and considering the additional loan fee that we're going to have to pay, Barca will need to pay up to 20 million euros or a similar figure, which is quite difficult considering the challenging situation we're currently in. And the bigger question remains, even with all of this, can Xavi work out a way for JOAO and this Barcelona team to succeed in his system? I'll link the answer to that here, and as always, Visca el Barça.